Welcome back, everyone. It's the time of year where many people are hosting parties in their yards, everything from birthday parties to baby showers, christenings, and barbecues. And here with some ideas and tips is Tracy Pascarella from Your Florist in Westbrook. Thanks for coming in this morning.
Thanks. Good morning.
All right, we all want to have a pretty party, so give us some ideas.
Well, it's nice if you can use some things that are growing in your garden. With the hydrangea, what I did was I used all pitchers, and they're all different. And it's okay if every container is similar but different, and then I put the same flowers and everything. So it just pulls it all together so that you don't have to spend a lot of money. You know, you're doing a baby shower for a boy. It doesn't have to be that typical, you know, animal container.
And these are perennials that are coming right out of your garden. Right.
These all came out of someone's garden. So if you've got them growing, you know, at your house, and you can always bring your containers into your florist to fill. The other idea is terracotta pots. Love to use them. They're cute. They give that garden feel. The only thing is that they are porous, so you have to put some sort of liner in. And you always want to make sure whatever container you're using, you fill it up with some stones and really weight it, because if you've got this outdoor party going on and it's a little bit windy, you don't want your centerpieces rolling around the table.
Well, Tracy, one of the interesting things about these particular pieces is that they're all mix and match, and you know, whether or not you buy an expensive piece or you find a piece at a garage sale, it looks just as nice.
Exactly. It's something that you like, and you know, if you have, say, 6 tables going on and this is your theme, you can borrow some pictures from a friend, you know, use them, so everything doesn't have to be identical. If you feel like it needs to be and you don't have a huge budget, using mason jars, a great inexpensive way, and they come in so many different sizes. You can pull that theme all the way through the party and even use the mason jars for drinks and that kind of thing. So it's sort of a fun outdoor look.
Yeah, a lot of folks have those laying around from their grandmothers in the basements.
Right, right, exactly. And even, you know, the old-fashioned bell jars. I just did a wedding and we used old-fashioned, the ones with the little crank top, and everything looked great, and it was all similar, but it doesn't have to be all identical. You just want to make sure the most important thing when you're outdoor is weight it down, because you don't want to be disappointed if things, you know, blow over.
And if you're dealing with plants and not just cut flowers, is it important on the bottom of these to have a hole in the bottom?
Right. If you're doing plants, and that's a great thing to do. We've done some weddings that were total, you know, plants that they had planted out and bloomed. Always with plants, you need drainage in the bottom, which is why these terracotta pots we used, I filled with actually just a construction garbage bag so that it wouldn't leak through and it would hold water to keep the flowers safe.
And I think with all your decorating and flower experience, a lot of times people think they have to overdo it in their yard, but I think what you're trying to say is a few simple items can really make a difference?
Keep it simple, because you have your natural landscape. You know, you do have a bunch of beautiful things around, so if you have a lot of hydrangea planted, you know, bring that in, you know, to the whole look. But you've got your entire yard, so it doesn't have to be crazy. But it's nice to add some fresh, you know, pops of fresh flowers here and there.
And I'm sure that there's a way to do that fairly inexpensively. You don't have to buy a dozen roses. You can buy a fresh variety of flowers.
Right, exactly. And I have customers who like to do their own things. So what they do is come into the shop, we figure how many they need, and I give them a special price because we're buying by the bunch. So what, you know, sometimes it's easy to go into your florist and say, look, this is my budget. What can we do for that? They can help you put that together so that you're not going over budget, but you do have something very nice. And if you've got things growing in your yard, there you go. You know, that's the best budget right there.
All right, well, Tracy, thank you so much for your tips. And for more information, if you want to come to Tracy's shop, Your Florist in Westbrook, you can find more information about Tracy Pascarella on our website, WTNH.com. We thank you so much for joining us this morning,
Thank
Tracy.
you.
You're going to make everybody's party just a little bit prettier.
Yeah, and these are going to parties now.
Yeah, well, they're going to love them. All right, thanks so much.
Thank you.